World War I marked the appearance of plastic surgery as a medical specialty. The introduction of trench warfare and modern weaponry brought about the need for reconstructive surgery. You would never guess this is where it began when you look at the plastic surgery industry today.
50-year-old Sarah Burge from Great Britain has spent over 500,000 euros, equivalent to 660,000 US dollars, on her own surgical enhancements. Burge has repeatedly made the news for her controversial decisions regarding plastic surgery. This time, however, she made the news for giving her 7-year-old daughter, Poppy, a voucher to get a breast augmentation when she turns 16 when it's legal. Poppy says, "I can't wait to be like Mummy, with big boobs. They're pretty." For her 51st birthday, Sarah Burge plans on spending 51,000 euros worth of surgery, including a facelift, butt implants, and liposuction.
While Sarah Burge might take plastic surgery to the extreme, there are millions of others who undergo cosmetic surgery each year. It is an industry that is growing year by year. In 2010 alone, $10.1 billion were spent on cosmetic procedures in the U.S. The most popular cosmetic surgical procedures in order are first breast augmentation, nose reshaping, eyelid surgery, liposuction, and tummy tucks. Those surgeries account for 2/3 of the surgeries alone in 2010. Also in 2010, a startling 50% of patients came back to have at least one additional cosmetic procedure.
According to the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, 91% of patients coming in for cosmetic procedures in 2010 were women. As gender scholar Julia Wood states, girls and women are more likely to be dissatisfied with their appearance than boys and men are. This is a reflection of the pressures media places on women to focus on their appearance.
The normal is often set by not just us, it's by all of the media hype and certainly from advertising. Mm-hmm. Advertising, unfortunately, sets normalcy because it's really basically, I think it boils down to the psychology of if you look good, if you feel good, if you look good, you feel good.
Now the standards of beauty and the ideal femininity is it's less attainable for one thing because it's just less realistic. Right? I think it's easy for everybody to jump to condemning cosmetic surgery and people who get it, right? Because there's this double standard. You need to be perfect, you need to look like this, you need to be incredibly thin, you need to be, your skin needs to be flawless, there needs to be no fat on your body, you need to have decent sized breasts, no cellulite, but at the same time, you need to be natural. So try to attain this perfection that doesn't usually exist, but don't do anything to obtain it.
What do you think about the human Barbie giving her daughter plastic surgery as a gift?
So what do I think of that particular mother and her gift to her daughter? It's not for me to judge, but it is a signal of the kind of societal issues that we have defining beauty.
Even in a cultural climate that sets up this paradox for women, surely we should hope that parents would try to counteract that. They would try to teach, that self-worth comes from something other than attaining this ideal. Parents sexualizing their very young children or young adult women, like what is the payoff there? It's obviously for objectification. Why would a parent be motivated to do that to a child?
What do you think about shows such as The Swan or The Real Housewives of Orange County that encourage and reinforce the idea of getting cosmetic surgery?
I can't say that it doesn't affect me, and that's very frustrating for me because I'm still a citizen. I'm still part of this culture. I still get all of the messages, and even though I know what they're trying to do to me, it's difficult for to block that effect. The message was, of course, that all of your problems can be fixed if you're just prettier, right? If you're attractive, then everything will be better. And what actually happened was that was not the case at all. Women were not always satisfied with the way they looked because it was so foreign to them. But also I've seen follow-ups where the women, I even heard one woman say, I still have debt, I still have these bills to pay. People might respond to me a little bit more positively, but my life is not any better. In fact, it's still pretty bad. Housewives series, it's just the norm, right, on all those series. It's just something that they do. Get a little pedicure, get a little Botox.
I've certainly seen some shows where the woman it becomes an obsession, and she's going in for cosmetic surgery every year, you know, or more often than that, you know, with the Botox and all of this kind of thing. It's just, and that's, I don't know what does she look like? Who is she really? You know, she's made up a creature that she thinks she wants to be and is no longer herself.
What do you think of the Hills star Heidi Montag going to such extensive lengths to obtain ideal beauty?
The media controls how people think, and even more importantly, how they think they should look and feel. We find celebrities serving as poster children that people attempt to model themselves after, which curiously puts a stress on the celebrities to look as beautiful as possible.
See that picture of Heidi Montag when she's skinny little waist and these big fake boobs and everything. I mean, so a lot of girls, I guess, think that they want the slender body with the, you know, the big chest and the, you know, the tight little nose and like, you know, just a slender look, but with like the voluptuous features.
Gotcha. I mean, I think it's ugly. I mean, you can tell when somebody has plastic surgery. I mean, they've tried to get like better at the procedures and stuff, but I mean, if you see before and after pictures like Heidi Montag, then it just doesn't look good. I mean, she was fine the way she was.
Where in the media today do you see natural beauty encouraged and valued?
There are some advertisers like Dove who understand this. I don't think they do it all for altruism. You know, I mean, they want to make money too, and they found a niche here. But I think it's very wholesome, and I think it's very good if they point this out. What is beauty? Women have a natural beauty, and they cater to that.
What do you think can be done to change the perception of beauty in America?
Maybe start by parenting differently and giving girls and women self-esteem and an identity apart from them.
Talking about what beauty is and that there's an approach to defining it that includes the internal and external, and seeing everyone the way that they're made as something beautiful. Hopefully that talk will encourage a change in culture from this I must, you know, make my children beautiful by giving them this gift of plastic surgery or breast implants, to influence a culture that says that's not really necessary. You are beautiful the way you are.
Why do we have certain images in our mind of how women should look and how men should look? It's very natural. You know, you should look like you look and feel good about it. Mm-hmm. And if you smile and you laugh and you feel good, then you're beautiful.
While this documentary has focused more on the strains placed on women, unfortunately, men are becoming more and more affected.
Hopefully we can work to reverse this fixation with physical appearance so that this obsession with plastic surgery does not grow anymore.
Media pressures will continue to affect our society's perceptions until we find happiness with natural beauty.